Well, it's overhead. I mean, it's unboxing again. I finally got it today, so that's a good thing. So here's the Nikon Red ZR Cinema with the 51.4 kit. I got the CF Express card all ready to go. Do a quick unboxing. So as you can see, literature should have yeah, registration, all that. And I'll keep that with me. Uh, Here's the USB-C cable for charging. That's all you get. The battery, and I'm gonna have to charge this. Nikon strap, camera strap. Right here's the camera. Back over here. Over here's the lens. Ah, I do not like the way they packed this one in. Okay, and I'm gonna get it out. Yeah, there we go. Let's get rid of the box. Oh, okay. Lens hood in there, lens here. Okay. I'm not going to unpack it. I'll let them do it. But this back, I'm going to put in a battery that's already charged. I'm going to turn on the screen. Battery. CF Express Type B card. You saw an earlier video that I had the LEDs on there. Okay, it's facing the front, I think. Or it's facing the back. Yeah, it's facing the back. It's in there. I'm not going to turn on the put a lens on here. I'm going to just turn it on. See? I'll just either no lens attached or attached lens. Oh, PASM. All right. Okay. Menu. And I'm going to do it like this. In fact, what I'm going to do, something like this, so you can read it. All right. Put it down that way. Now you can see it. Now I'm going to zoom a little bit more. And there you go. That's what I should have done earlier. Just put it in just like that. Okay. Menu. On this, you have to click on this menu right here. Now, first thing you got to do is time zone date, first English. It's already on there. Okay. So now the time and date and time or time zone. I'm going to put it to New York City. Come on. Yeah, because that's Miami. All right. And then date and time. It is November 11th. That's 2025, November 11th. And it's 1502. So it'd be 1402. No, 1602. All right. And yeah, it's off. So I may have to reset that with when it comes back on, daylight saving time. But it's off, so that's the proper time. Now monitor brightness, I just put it up. Just put it up to 5 so you can see it. I don't know if it really matters. Yeah, you can still see it, but anyway, do that. Standard on record lap brightness. You can have it at 2. It really doesn't matter. That shows you it's on that it's recording, and I'll show you where it's located. Standard, you put it on high. Okay. And this is all in the wrench. Camera sounds, you can have it on. Silent mode, touch controls on. You can also use a glove if it gets colder. Okay, self-portrait mode. Turn this off, and I'll tell you why. Touch control on. All right. That's off. HDMI, auto. You can output shooting info. I usually, and camera info display, I usually turn that off. Okay. Through the HDMI. And let's see, battery, it's 98%. And let's see. And then the firmware version is on 1.01, which I have. There's a protective screen on here. Okay. So the next thing I do is here. So I go in here and then I do, there's a storage folder, but then I name it like this. So file naming, I put the R and then P for photos. Okay. And then for video, the R, and you put video or cinema, but I'll put video. Okay. And there you have it. So you can put them all in the same, all go to the same directory. All right. It's just that the video part will be in the V and the photo part will be in the P. And of course, what I also do, um, I would usually put in aperture priority, okay? But I'm going to put it in manual just to show you. Go here. I always go to the ProRes HQ, that one right there. It's a bigger file than H.265, but I'll show you why in the meantime. You can go to the RAW or the 310. Let's go to the 310, okay? And it'll go away shortly. All right. So let's go 6K 60. All right. For now, this is on the video part. Image area, full frame, ISO sensitivity, low. Okay. So, and I'll show you why in a moment. Kelvin, you can choose the color temperature, whatever. I'm going to let them figure that out. And let's see, picture control. Nope. I want to go right here. I want to make sure. Yeah. So this is basically it for the video part. Auto distortion control, depending on what, I'll let them figure it out what to do. AFF for video is the best. Detection, it should be on all or auto. They can choose that, but you get auto, people, animal, birds, vehicle, airplanes. I think that's it. Yeah. And off. And I also turn this on. I'll just put all. 32-bit float. On. And you notice that the vibration reduction electronic VR are off when in this mode. And mic, audio input sensitivity. I think testing, yeah, testing, testing. Yeah, that's good. They may want it a little bit louder. And you can turn that on. I always put the vocal range, wind noise reduction on. And let's see, time code if you want. External record control, HDMI. You can turn that on. That's if you have it hooked up through HDMI. All right. And let's see, high res zoom off, but I have to put a lens on it. Same thing with the camera. Over here, tone mode, you can put HLG, SDR. I don't think I saw the tone mode. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Image quality normal. This is JPEG. They probably want to show in RAW. And let's see. Settings. Yeah. 64. That's good. Aperture priority. Well, it's on. I like neutral. Okay. And I'll let them do it. But let's do the. Yeah. Cine bias red. okay, per picture. And let's see, skin softening off. You can put it on low. And let's see, I'll let them do the flickering. AFA, I found that AFS, it doesn't seem to work very well. All right. So I usually just put on AFS. And then of course you can put on manual focus. And then on the camera. See, there's two different menus, one for photo and one for video. All right. Now I go to the pencil. And you can do options in the focus, but I'm going to let them figure that out. Okay. Focus peaking, I usually turn on. Well, just hit that. And then the red, I like blue. And let's see what else. All right, power off delay. Playback. I usually put 5 minutes, okay? Menus, 5 minutes. Picture review. I really don't like this. They should have turn it off, but I put it on 2 seconds. That's after you take a picture, it shows you. And then a standby timer, I put no limit, okay? And you see the joystick doesn't really work that well uh, as an enter key. And let's see, single shot. All right. You can cancel half press down for manual focus. I don't know. I usually just hit the shutter button. Okay, let's see. I want to go to G. All right. Customize controls. Now, let's go back here to the speed. All right. And then sensitivity. Yeah, I'll leave it on 4. High res zoom speed. I like the 5. But it's really not that fast. Okay. Assign power zoom on. So if they get a lens, they can use the, and then on the buttons, pre-recording. Faster, slower. Same thing here. Sync. Oh, assign power zoom. Those are the buttons. Okay. Notice it's the plus minus. See a plus minus on here? That's your plus minus. Plus minus right there. Okay. What else? That's fine if you want it like smaller. Shutter mode, speed, shutter angle. Okay. View assist on. 3D LUT on. and then import cube file. And as you can see, I've already loaded it. But anyway, I'll let them worry about that. And basically, that's pencil. Go here. Airplane mode, I usually have it on, but you can do a couple of things. Connect to the computer if you want to, whatever. But on the tool, I'm trying to get over here. Already formatted the card. That's taken care of. Yep, everything's taken care of. So let me put a lens on here and I'll show you some more things. Okay, so I muted this, but I'm showing in the controls in the pencil how I set up the PZ menu in order to get a perfect zoom, and it's only on the PZ type lens that has the switch. I tried the ones with just the ring, and as you can see, it only works with one that has a switch on it. The 28 to 135. I tried the 12 to 28, the 16 to 50 PZs, and the only way it worked was through the ring, the control ring on the lens. Okay, I'm going to turn on the camera. I had the 12 to 28 on here. And I'm going to turn off the light so you can see it. Now, if there's no switch on the lens, okay, and let me focus it a little bit. It's not going to work. So if I hit the switch, like right here, it's not doing it. But if I do this, see, it zooms. So you see with the switch, it's not working. But with the zoom, it is working. That's the only problem. It's got to have a PZ switch. If I turn it off and do another lens like the 16 to 50, turn it on. Oh, you got to extend it. All right, come on. Oh, wrong one. Okay. See? Only does it in steps. But if you do the ring, see, it zooms. Let's do it over here. And the only way it's going to work, just to prove it to you folks, it's in the camera settings. And unfortunately, I'll put that right there. And turn it on. So zoom it back, and then also the ring, and then on the switch. See, and that's the only way this is going to work. So unfortunately, I'm not going to ship this lens with it. Mr. Camera Junkie does have the 16 to 50 and the 12 to 28 DX lenses. Okay. Peter has the 16 to 50 on the ZFC, but basically that's it. There's your PZ lenses. I don't think the 24 to 120 is, but it's got to say PZ. And unfortunately, there's no switch on here. So before they bought red, I think they got these lenses and it was already done. All right. This is old and it's not a PZ. Okay. But yet it worked a little bit just by the zooming part, um, you know, by steps. So you got to have an actual one with the gold bar in order to use the PZ. So it did not work with the ATZ 21 Pro adapter with the Sony. So I might just take that out. I'll just, the clip. But it's all set up. All I have to do is now add the micro SD card, and then I'll probably ship it tomorrow because it's kind of late already. And I'll go ahead and register the camera with Nikon with the lens. So I'll ship the 50 millimeter with this. Peter Gregg does have a mic key, and I think Mr. Camera Junkie has an adapter also. So if they can get the Sony lenses to work, with the PZ, that would be wonderful. But there it is, the camera unboxed, all ready to go. I just put in an SD card, and basically that's it. So thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.